In the struggle for racial justice, black and brown people must seek to transform the conditions of powerlessness into a creative, positive power. One of the most obvious sources of this power is political. We can't wait. So many people have talked of the length of the need to unite for political action in order to compel the majority to listen. I urge the development of political awareness and strength in the black community. The election of blacks to key positions and the use of the block vote to liberalize the political climate and achieve our just aspirations for freedom and human dignity. To the extent that Black Power advocates these goals, it is a positive and legitimate call to action that those in the civil rights movement have sought to follow all along, and which we must intensify in the now. Black Power is also a call for the pooling of black financial resources to achieve economic security. While the ultimate answer for our economic dilemma will be found in a massive federal program for all the poor along the lines of A. Philip Randolph's Freedom Budget, a kind of Marshall Plan for the disadvantaged, there is something that the black man himself can do to throw off the shackles of poverty. Although black people have made strides, we are still at the bottom of the economic ladder. We have a collective annual income upwards of $30 billion. This gives us a considerable buying power that can make the difference between profit and the loss in many businesses. Through this collection of such resources and the development of habits of thrift and techniques of wise investments, the black man will be doing his share to grapple with his problem of economic deprivation. If black power means the development of this kind of strength within the black community, then it is a quest for basic, necessary, legitimate power. It is a quest for basic, necessary, legitimate power. Black power is a psychological call to manhood. I don't think y'all heard that. See, black power is a psychological call to manhood. For years, our ancestors have been taught that they are nobody, that the color of their skin is a sign of biological depravity, that his being has been stamped with an indelible imprint of inferiority, that his whole history has been soiled with filth of worthlessness. All too few people realize how slavery and racial segregation have scarred the soul and wounded the spirit of the black man. It has definitely scarred the soul and wounded the spirit of the black man. The whole dirty business of slavery was based on the premise that when you are black, you are a thing to be used, not a person to be respected. Where do we go from here? That is an incredible question. where do we go from here? Community or chaos? Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. The time is now to abandon scapegoating, to abandon everything that ain't for the black man. It is time to tackle. It is time to tackle and knock down all of our shared problems head on. Successful communities and nations thrive when united, not torn apart by division. When united, people, not division. As we shape our national identity and destiny, let's ensure it reflects the opportunities and challenges faced by our children. You see, every child deserves equal chances for success. Every child. No more prisons. Let's build foundations for income, for security, for child care. Let's build foundations for education. Let's break down the walls between us and build bridges of cooperation for the mutual progress of us all. Utilize the technology to enhance human lives and create genuine virtual communities. We can no longer be scared of technology. Let's avoid the risk of isolating ourselves in a fearful cyberspace. As the great Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. urged, the time has come for us to civilize ourselves by the direct and immediate abolition of poverty. The great Dr. King said that the time has come for us to civilize ourselves by the direct and immediate abolition of poverty. He also said, a true definition of values will soon cause the question and fairness of injustice. Many of our past and present policies. You see, it's time for a true revolution of values. Questioning fairness of these policies. We call to play the Good Samaritan on life's roadside. But one day, that whole road must be transformed. We are called to play and deal with life on its roadside and play the Good Samaritan. But one day, that whole road must be transformed so that men and women and our babies, our children, will not be beaten nor robbed as they make their journey on this road through life. True compassion is more than the giving of food and charity to those in need. If understood, it is the edifice which produces help that needs reconstructing. It is the edifice that produces help that needs the reconstructing. Let compassion drive us to this point. Let compassion drive us to reconstruct. We must reconstruct our society, transforming the entire journey of the road traveled for the betterment of all. I ask you all once again, where do we go from here? Community or chaos?